Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Brent. Welcome to episode 19 of my show, Wrestling with Brent. I'm going to be talking a little bit of wrestling news first, and then I'm going to go into the show reviews of Ring of Honor and AEW from last night. Um, they were both very good last night. Well, actually, NXT was what I meant to say too. NXT, the Halloween Havoc special was very good. I'm not going to review it because I said I wouldn't review no more NXT, even though it was very good. The best show they've had in a long time, maybe since they've ever been on USA. It was that good. It felt like a huge event, pay per view, special. Uh, every match was good. Um, I'm not going to go into an in depth review on it like I said before because it's NXT, but I did really enjoy it. If you get a chance to watch it, you should go back and watch it. I think you'll be highly entertained. It was very good. Um, Also, in wrestling news, the Dirty White Boy, Tracy Smothers, passed away. I believe it was yesterday. Uh, that's very unfortunate. He's been very sick for a long time. Um, yep, so rest in peace to him. Uh, he was a good wrestler from what I've seen of him, over the years, like the old Virgin and stuff. Don't know a whole lot about him, um, but I've just seen a few clips here and there of him, and he was very good from what I've seen. So, a legend. So, R.I.P. Tracy Smothers. Uh, there's news on Thunder Rosa. Um, the other night, she lost her title, NWA Women's title, to Serena Deeb. Uh, was a very good match. Um, that led to a lot of speculation after she lost it. If she signed somewhere, if she signed to uh, WWE or AEW or NWA, where she going, or MLW or Ring of Honor. She did a little tease yesterday on Twitter or Instagram one where she had a tattoo on her leg of all three companies and where am I going? You just have to find out. She wouldn't say one way or another. She teased it. Uh, she's wrestled for AEW a lot over here lately, so I hope she goes there. I think that's where she would do best. Uh, but she'll do great whether she's at me. She's just that good. Um, I worry about if she goes to WWE because I don't want them to bury her or kill her. You know, just ruin her, do nothing with her, or put her in stupid stuff. But to be honest, in WWE, including NXT, women are the only one of the things they seem to do right, which is not very many anymore. A lot of women get a lot of opportunities and a lot of TV time and pushes and stuff like that. So if Thunder Rosa was to go there, in my opinion, to NXT or even the main roster in WWE, she would be very good. I mean, she's just so good. Uh, she makes everybody around her better, whoever she's facing in the locker room and all. So, and she works so hard, and just the way she works and everything. And she seems like such a nice, humble person as well. She'll be good wherever she ends up. I like to see her in AEW sign full time, just because the women's division could really use her, and she would just kind of lift everything up and lift everybody up there, instantly. Um, make it more of a must see as far as the women's division. Uh, yep. So there's that. Uh, Also, I just want to point out real quick too about the NXT last night. There was a spot, a part that happened at the end of the match where a guy come out in a scream mask, scream outfit, a scream mask. Another guy had come out earlier, it looked like a woman, uh, but somebody else came out in the second one and tried to help Candice LeRae in the last match, and it didn't work out for him. I'll let y'all decide who you think that was. But it's interesting, a woman type person, appeared and attacked, at the beginning of the show. So maybe that could have been Thunder Rosa. We'll have to wait and see. It didn't reveal or anything. Um, It's either I believe it's Thunder Rosa, could be Tessa Blanchard, uh, or at the very likely, the more I thought about it, it could be Melina because we've heard she's coming back. So more than likely it's Melina. Uh, but yeah, just thought that was interesting. Had this all this Thunder Rosa talk about her going somewhere maybe soon, her dropping the title, and then had that spot happen last night at NXT. I thought it was kind of interesting, so I wonder if it could be her. Who knows? So it's going to be interesting. Uh, all right, now to the show reviews from last night for AEW and Ring of Honor from Saturday. Uh, so let's get into it. Here we go. Both episodes I thought was very good. I really enjoyed them. Uh, all right, so here we go. Do Ring of Honor first. Um, all right, we got the Block B final. Josh Woods with Silas Young in his corner versus Jonathan Gresham. This was a very good match. I'm going to just go over it briefly. Later, with Gresham on the top rope, Woods climbed to the middle rope, grabbed Gresham's arm, and suplexed him. Woods hit two government superplexes, but his arm gave out on the third attempt. Gresham trapped Woods in the octopus stretch, and delivered a series of elbow strikes to Woods' head. Woods used a Samoan drop to escape. Both men jockeyed for position with a series of inside cradles and reverses. Gresham hit a sunset flip for the win at 12 minutes. So there you have it. Jonathan Gresham won. It was a very good match. Uh, Next, we had Matt Taylor coming out, I guess, to talk more about the Vincent situation. Um, Vincent attacked Matt Taven from behind out of nowhere. As Taven was making his entrance, Vincent hit sliced bread off the ring post, sending Taven face first to the floor. Vincent poured out a purple ladder from under the ring. The same ladder Taven climbed to win the RH World title at Madison Square Garden last year. I thought that was a nice touch. Vincent hit a senton off the ladder to put Taven through the table. So this was a nice little segment. Um, really helped continue this feud between Taven and Vincent. Thought it was very good. Vincent looking crazy as usual, wild. Uh, Beat the crap out of Matt Taven pretty much. Uh, Brought the purple table out, laid him on the table. Uh, Vinny Marcellus signed up was muttering stuff. He said, "I am a god," and it was just kind of cool. Uh, did the big sentence. It was very cool. Um, yeah, this was just a very cool segment. I just really liked it. Um, so that's making me look even forward to even more of their rivalry. The match is going to be very good, I think, when it happens. Um, then they showed highlights of last week when EC3 was confronted by Shane Taylor. Um, EC3 come out, was in the ring and, talked about Lethal and the Briscoes and Dragon Lee and Ring of Honor competitors. Uh, they talked about the match being proposed Taylor and SOS uh, against the Briscoes and EC3, so that's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to that. Um, yep. All right, now we have the next match. Block A final, Tracy Williams versus Jay Lethal. Uh, and also for all these matches and stuff, they had the excellent video packages. The packages again were very good. Had you really invested in the what they were trying to say. Um, the announcement again was spot on, very good. Chris Coleman and Ian Riccaboni, I've been raving about it, every week. They killed it again, did a great job. Uh, so anyway, Block A final, Tracy Williams versus Jay Lethal. Um, we'll go over it quickly. Williams blasted Lethal with forearms, and Lethal answered with axe handles to Williams' shoulder. Lethal hit Hail to the King and attempted Lethal injection, but Williams blocked it and applied a chokehold. Lethal got the ropes, but he had no rope breaks left. Lethal managed to shift his weight into a pinning combination for a 2 count. Williams transitioned to the crossface, and Lethal tapped out at 19 minutes and 29 seconds. So there you have it. Tracy Williams beat Jay Lethal. Uh, With this crossface submission and 19 minutes 29 seconds into the match. So they have it. Jay Lethal tapped out, which was very shocking. I was shocked myself. I couldn't believe it. Great match. I loved it. Just a great match and a good long match. You know, it was 19 minutes and 29 seconds, so it was very good. Another great episode of Ring of Honor. That great as this pure tournament's been awesome. I love it. Uh, so yes, great show. Uh, go really high on it again, like I've been doing. I give 7.5, 7.5, 8 out of 10. I just really loved it. So yeah, it's a great episode, great show. Uh, all right, so that's it for Ring of Honor. Um, now on to the AEW review. All right, here's the AEW review from last night. This was also a very good show. Um, and like I said, Halloween Havoc was also last night too, and it was very good. The NXT show. Uh, Actually, this was interesting. The episode of Dynamite last night opened up with a interview. Wardlow and MJF was interviewed backstage. MJF doesn't let Wardlow speak. MJF is cutting a promo. Sammy Guevara pops up out of nowhere and gets into MJF's face and they talk. It was very good. This was a very good segment. I liked it. Uh, MJF cracked on Sammy Guevara and said, "You look like a drug dealer selling Adderall to middle school kids." So I thought that was funny. Um, yep. So I liked the segment. It was good. First match of the night, we get Adam Hangman Page versus Wardlow. This was a very good match, in my opinion. Adam Page looked good. Wardlow looked really good. Every time I see Wardlow wrestle, it seems like he just gets better and better. Every time he wrestles, every time I see him anyway, he just seems to get more comfortable in the ring, the way he moves, uh, his selling, his facials. Um, it's excellent. For a big man, and he can move with his size. Very athletic. Um, I'll go for this match quickly. Wardlow lifts Heyman and hits the F10, but Page rolls out of the ring. Wardlow lifts Page and takes him to the top rope. Page elbows Wardlow to free himself and hits an avalanche fallaway slam. Page gets to the apron and hits a buckshot lariat, then another, and scores the win. So it took him two buckshot lariats to beat Wardlow. So I thought that was interesting. Page hit it that one time, and then Wardlow popped up. And well, I can't remember. I don't think he even left his feet. I believe. I think he was still standing up. You know, but it's kind of staggering. And Page hit the buckshot lariat again, and got the win. So Adam Page won. Uh, this is an everybody setting up Adam Page versus Kenny Omega for the finals of that tournament. In my opinion. It's pretty obvious that's where they're going with it, but you know, we'll see. They could surprise us, could swerve us, but I have a feeling that's the way it's going to go. Um, so Adam Hangman Page won this match. Uh, get a promo from Moxley. It was very good. Um, commercial break. Back from commercial. Eddie Kingston in the ring cuts a promo. It was very good. Now we have a match with Eddie Kingston and Matt Sydal. Uh, this was a short match, but a very good match. Um, Seidel attempts a roll up, but Kingston kicks out and catches him with a spinning back fist. Kingston pulls his straps down and applies the same bulldog choke that Moxley used recently, and Seidel quickly taps out, but Kingston won't release the hold. Eddie Kingston won. I liked how Eddie Kingston put that bulldog choke uh, on Kingston and tapped him out, kind of made him suffer a bit. Uh, like what Moxley used. So I thought that was cool. Nice little touch. A little bit adds a little bit more build up to their rivalry match to the match at Full Gear. So I'm excited about that. Um, so Eddie Kingston wins. Uh, the Butcher Blade and Buddy come in the ring and they make Seidel say I quit before Kingston released the choke. Uh, they also show a video package. I don't know if you all watch Dark, but for those that don't watch Dark, you found out last week basically why Allie is all something about with the bunny, and she's with QT. She supposedly Eddie Kingston had her join with QT and kind of swept her under her spell uh, to infiltrate, kind of be like a mole or a spy on the inside of the Nightmare family, get inside the Nightmare family alley. So that's why she's with QT, and now that's why she's back with the Butcher and the Blade. The video explained that all to you. They showed it last night. It was on Dark the other week, so all the people complained, saying, "Oh, we didn't even know why now they just all of a sudden back with the Butcher, and they didn't tell us, and won't they ever tell us anything?" Well, if you watch Dark, you would know. Uh, but yeah, so just wanted to throw that out there. Uh, Next we get Excalibur interviewing FTR and the Young Bucks in split screens. It was good. Uh, Commercial break. Uh, they're doing this segment in the ring with the town hall with the inner circle, hosted by the beautiful Dasha Fuentes and Tony Schiavone. MJF and Jericho's going at it on the mic. Ruby and Britt Baker come in saying stuff. Peter Avalon gets a question in. Uh, then Eric Bischoff shows up and gets a question in. I liked this segment. It was funny. I liked it. Um, uh, what this was basically, it ended up with Jericho and MJF saying they're going to have a match at Full Gear. And the big stipulation is if MJF beats Jericho, he'll join the inner circle. He can join the inner circle. He'll be in the inner circle. So there we go. Um, at the end of the segment, Santana, yeah, I believe it was Santana. Santana interjects and says, MJF, me and Sammy Guevara don't want you in the inner circle. Me and Sammy Guevara want to have a match against you and Wardlow next week. And we guarantee you're not even going to make it to Full Gear for the pay-per-view for the match with Jericho. So you won't even have to worry about being in the inner circle because you ain't gonna make it that far. Basically, what they were saying. So that was interesting. That's gonna be interesting next week on Dynamite to see how that's gonna happen. Yep. Backstage, Taz cuts a promo with Team Taz and about Will Hobbs. About Will Hobbs, so that was good. Saying time is running out for him to join the group. So I liked this promo. It was good. Taz just so convincing. He does a really good job always. Commercial break. Back commercial, we get a TNT Championship match: Lumberjack Max, Cody versus Orange Cassidy. I really liked this match. I liked it better than the last match with Jericho and Cody, and I liked that match a lot. Um, I thought this is probably the best lumberjack match I've ever seen. I've never been a big fan of lumberjack matches. They're okay, but I'd rather see something else. But another different match stipulation. But I thought this was a very good match. I really liked it. Um, OC heads up and hits a diving DDT. Cassidy hits Pete's break, but Cody kicks out. OC goes to the corner and gets ready, but a Dark Order goon, John Silver, gets on the apron. I believe it was Alex Reynolds or maybe Alan Angels, got on the apron and distracted referee. John Silver comes in and hits OC with a pump kick. Then Cody hits OC with crossroads for the win. Cody won. It was a very good match. After this, all the Lumberjacks get in the ring and beating up each other. Cody hightails it, and we see Darby Allin watching the stands. Darby Allin faced Cody at full gear for the title. Have a feeling Darby Allin's gonna beat Cody for the title at Full Gear, and Darby Allin's gonna get a big run with that title. Um, in my opinion. Either way, that's gonna be a great match. Whoever wins that match, I know it's gonna be great. So I'm looking forward to Full Gear. So that's gonna be a great match. That's pay per view. So yeah, can't wait for that. So yeah, had Cody beat Orange Cassidy again. Good match. I liked it. Um, Commercial break. Uh, Backstage, the best friends are walking backstage and gets stopped by Kip Sabian in the mirror. They chat with me now like there's no hands, and they have Halloween candy. Next thing you know, they lure him in, they trick best friends, they pull them in a room, beat the crap out of them. Uh, at the end, Miro hands Kip Sabian like a present. Kip Sabian opening it's another island, another arcade machine. This was funny. I liked it. It was good. I liked it. Nice little segment. I liked it. Uh, Good little way for Miro and Kip to get their revenge on best friends, in my opinion. I liked it. Nice little short segment. Short and sweet. I liked it. Uh, so there you go. Next, we have the NWA Women's Championship. As I said earlier in my review, and when the episode first started, um, Thunder Serena Deeb Wednesday night beat Thunder Rosa for the NWA title. So now Serena Deeb is also signed to AEW, but she's also defending this title here on TV on Dynamite again. Dynamite, so that's cool. Uh, Layla Hirsch, saw her on AEW Dark, I believe it was Tuesday night. And she looks like she has some talent. She's going to be very good eventually. Has a good wrestling background, can wrestle. Um, you know. Uh, so real quickly, this was a very good match. Serena Deeb looked really good, in my opinion. This was one of the better women's matches they've had on Dynamite, in my opinion. Um, I'm gonna go through it quickly. Harris rallies on Deb, connecting with a flurry of offense and a German suplex. Layla walks over Deb and climbs to the top rope for a moonsault, but Deb rolls out of the way. Serena quickly grabs Hirsch and hits a swinging neck breaker, then a normal neck breaker before applying a modified single leg Boston Crab for the win. Uh, so there you have it. Serena Deeb wins. She defends the title, retains her title, NWA title. Uh, Hikaru Shida is interviewed backstage, and she says if Nyla Rose wants her, she can have her at Full Gear. So there you have it. Because Nyla Rose has been calling her out on Dark and stuff. She'd been calling her out for Full Gear, wanting a match for the title. So there you have it, setting up a Full Gear pay-per-view. Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose. Uh, Should be a very good match. Um, at least I hope so anyway. Uh, so it should be interesting with the pay per view. Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida at Full Gear for the AEW Women's title. So I'll be looking forward to that match as well. Um, Next, we have a quick squash match with Sean Spears, Tully Blanchard's corner versus VSK. Um, Not sure who VSK is. This was a very much of just a very quick squash match for Sean Spears. Uh, Spears makes to lock up, but instead hits the C4 for the win. Sean Spears won. Uh, After the match, there's a guy dressed as a bull at ringside making fun of Spears. So Sean grabs him into the ring. The person is actually Scorpio Sky, and he hits Spears with the TKO. So I like nice little segment. It's funny. Uh, so they're gonna be having a match too, I guess, at Full Gear maybe. So that should be good. Commercial break. Next, we get the match of the night. My opinion, the match of the night. The main event. Great match between Kenny Omega and Penta El Zero for Ray Finks in his corner. This was a very good match. Stole the show, in my opinion, the best match of the night. And I enjoyed all the matches. I really enjoyed this episode of Dynamite. But this Kenny Omega match it was great. Uh, Kenny Omega had the same over the top edge from last week. I liked it. Very heelish, cocky, kind of arrogant. I liked it. Um, I liked it. This was a very good match. I just really enjoyed it. Very hard hitting. Kenny threw several of his knee shots at V triggers and different knee shots at Pentagon. They just looked so just wow. I mean, just in their face, just bam. I mean, it was awesome. Uh, Match is very back and forth. I just very hard hitting, very competitive. I just really liked it. Also very long, and I liked it. Uh, Say what you want about Kenny Omega. He has his detractors and his critics, but I just always enjoyed Kenny Omega. He just it doesn't matter to me about his characters or promos or anything like that. And I think he does a good job, and I like the stuff he does with that stuff. But his matches are just so good. He just puts on good matches. That's all there is to it. You can say what you want to say, but his matches are entertaining. He just knows how to put on great matches. I mean, you got to give it to him. I mean, he's just an amazing wrestler, in my opinion. Um, so is Penta El Zoro. That's what made this match so intriguing. I'm gonna go over it quickly. Um, they struggle for control up top up on the turnbuckle, but Penta knocks him off and onto the ramp. Penta hits a diving Canadian destroyer on the ramp and gets Kenny get back inside. He hits the package power drive, but I've actually thought that was gonna be the end of it because that was um, because suplexed him on the floor and then he power drove him. Did the package power drive, but that's Penta's finishing move. But Omega kicked out. Kenny counters on a pump handle slam, but gets hit with an Insaguri. V trigger hits him with a fourth V trigger knee, and Omega looks for the one winged angel, but Penta escapes and snaps his arm. Penta's escaped out of the one winged angel twice. Um, Omega fights back and hits a knee, another V trigger, followed by the one winged angel. This time finally he hits it, and that gave him the win. So Kenny Omega won with the one winged angel. Still my favorite finishing move of all of wrestling. That's just a great move. Um, so Kenny hit the one winged angel for the win on Penta. So Kenny Omega beat Penta. Uh, so Kenny Omega wins. Very good match. The finals are set. Kenny Omega will face Hangman Page at Full Gear. That's what everybody fought for the turn the number one tender for the AEW World Title. So that was it. That was all for this week's episode of Dynamite. This was a very good show. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Um, I just really enjoyed it. A great episode. I loved it. Top to bottom, the solid wrestling was good. The promos, everything was good. The video segments, backstage stuff, um, was very good. I loved it. I liked that in-ring segment with Jericho and MJF, and having Eric Bischoff was a nice surprise. Again, that was cool. Um, his question was funny. That was funny. Just a very good episode. 7.5 out of 10. All in all, Wednesday night was just a very good night for wrestling. Like I said, Halloween Havoc was very good. I'd give it maybe a 8.5 out of 10. It was very good. Um, so NXT really redeemed themselves. Um, the last themed event didn't go very well. So NXT really redeemed themselves, and AEW killed it again this week. So just a great night of wrestling Wednesday night for wrestling. And if you count Ring of Honor Saturday night, it was very good as well. So just a great week of wrestling. I mean, as a wrestling fan, you couldn't ask for nothing more. Also, I forgot to mention the Hell in a Cell pay per view was Sunday. It was good too, actually, believe it or not, to be a WWE event. It was good in terms of WWE pay per views and the way WWE goes now. It was good. I liked it. Um, so they have that too. Hell in a Cell was also good Sunday. So just a solid weekend and week of wrestling. Yep. So if you guys missed any of those shows, you ought to go back and check them out. I highly recommend them. They were very good. Um, yep. All right. So that's all for this review. Thank you for listening to episode 19 of my show. I'll be back next week with episode 20, the big 2-0. So see you guys next week. Take care. Happy wrestling. See you.